I looked at it. I marked a couple things I want to talk about. Last time I made a video where I talked about Mecha Break that wasn't based off a stream. A couple people lost their fucking minds because I said things they didn't want to hear. I said negative things about the game. So let me make this really, really clear in case you're gonna watch this on YouTube. This is gonna be mostly negative. I looked at what they said in the letter, and we're gonna go through it, but it's not gonna be what you want to hear. It's gonna be some positive, but it's going to be mostly negative, and I'm gonna explain in detail why I think the letter that we got today is what you consider in marketing and public relation terms a fluff piece. Something that has absolutely no fucking content, no meaning, is just empty words, you know, with promises. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today, right? You know what? I'm gonna turn off the music simply because this might be a sore subject for some people. Hold on real quick. Add this here. Nope. Transform. There we go. Okay. Let me pull it up. Nope, that's the game. And then after we're done with this, we're gonna play the 2 new episodes of Dispatch, and then we might play Helldiver with some Mecha Break players. But I have to see if that's gonna, you know, work out and if they're live and whatever. But yeah, if you're expecting any gameplay today, I'm pretty much done for the season playing Verge. Simply because I'm done playing against the same people over and over again, the same 3 stacks. It just gets boring now. Anyways, let's take a look at this. Okay, so this dropped today, right? So Kris, the producer of Mecha Break. By the way, I'm pretty sure they translated this with ChatGPT, because there's a couple points where there's a couple signs that it was used, that ChatGPT was used to translate it, which is fine. But you know, I already talked to one of the community managers and was like, hey, this little thing. Anyways, so like I said, if you are a super Mecha Break fan, and this is the last time I'm gonna say this, if you are a super Mecha Break fan, change the channel now. There won't be a discussion. I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to have a conversation about this. This is how I am seeing this post. This is my opinion. If you have a problem with this, literally move on. I'm a freaking nobody. I don't know you. You don't know me. So, you know, it's just, I'm sharing what I'm thinking, right? Anyways, I'm not gonna read bit by piece. As you can see, I marked a lot of things in the whole thing. I read through the whole thing and I marked what I was like, okay, this needs a little bit of like rethinking before you write something like this. So one of the first lines is they write, since its first reveal, Mecha Break has received far more attention than we ever expected. I worked in marketing. I'm really sorry to say, but your game has gotten almost no attention. You didn't even hit the 200K player mark on Steam compared to other games. There are indie games made by one guy that cost like $5 that got more attention than Mecha Break. I do not know. Again, I do not know how many people play this in Asia. I do not know how many people play this on the standalone launcher. I do not know. I'm just going based off Steam numbers. But in terms of Steam numbers, if you consider what you got as far more than you expected, then I don't want to know what you expected, because you didn't expect much. So that's like, this is why I'm always like saying, like, if a developer or a head of a studio writes something like this, let somebody from marketing, market research, and PR read through it, because they will tell you this is a dumb thing to say. This is with the current player numbers, dumb thing to say. So the next one is, and frankly, we know it hasn't lived up to everyone's expectation of a mecha title yet. Okay, so this is important. This is important. This is super fucking important, right? If you can guess why, congratulations. I like you. I want to talk to you more. I'm reading this again. Everyone's expectations for a mecha title yet hasn't lived up to the expectations of a mecha title. So, what is a mecha title? Armored Core is a mecha title. Mech Warriors is a mecha title. I don't know. Bunch of other games that are considered mech games. Mecha Break is so far away from any of those types of games, you wouldn't believe it. Mecha Break, and this is my opinion, Mecha Break is still closer to a game like Overwatch than to a game like Armored Core or Mech Warrior. The core definition of a mech game is the customization of your mech, right? And they addressed this. They said that something is changing, so this is good, right? And yeah, Zone of Enders. I mean, Zone of Enders. Zone of Enders is... I wouldn't say Zone of Enders is a mech game in regards to like the current... well, I don't want to say mech game. Zone of Enders is not a mech game, because Zone of Enders is a fucking awesome game. But the core concept of a mech game is you get to customize your mech. The only customizations we have in Mecha Break is the pilot, where 90% of the players have a waifu, which I'm not. I have a fat guy that has a TV, as it said. The mods, which, I'll be honest, only work in MashMech, and nobody fucking uses them. I fucking grinded the shit out of MashMech. I don't use fucking any mods in most of my strikers. And the customization, which is just, you know, the way the color theme of your mech. That's all the customizations you can have. If you look at a mech game like Armored Core, which is by definition the definition for a mech game in the mech game genre, the customization there looks a lot different. And I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna come back to that. Because they said something really interesting in here, which literally made me want to fucking not stream today, because I knew I'm gonna fucking rage. All right. Anyways, then they continue. At this moment, if we don't take a bold step forward, we never most past our current hurdles. Mecha Break needs to break its own limits. I'm going to read this again because I messed it up a little bit. At this moment, if we don't take a bold step forward, we will never move past our current hurdles. Mecha Break needs to break its own limits. What the fuck does that mean? You don't have a limit. You don't have a fucking limit. You're making a fucking video game. Your option, the only limit in making a video game is your own imagination and creativity. If you have to break your game to go past it, then honestly, like season 1 and season 0, that was just beta testing. So then they continue. This is now where it gets really, really fucking interesting. While we keep the current season running smoothly, we focus our efforts on delivering a whole new break edition of Mecha Break around the anniversary, bringing it to platforms including PS5. So here's now my fucking question. Here is now my question. This is something nobody could give me a fucking answer to, and I've been asking since this fucking dropped. Right? They write, we focus our efforts on delivering a whole new break edition of Mecha Break around the anniversary. Bring it to more platforms, including PS5. I'm gonna sneeze now. I'm really too sorry. Wait. It's one of those sneezes where you're like, oh fuck. Okay, I don't have to sneeze. Anyways, okay, so the way this reads is that you're gonna completely break your game, right? And they're explaining it a little bit more. But the problem is now, what anniversary, right? down in the text, it reads like, I don't know. They said half year or a half anniversary or whatever. Like if you write, again, this is why you have to let somebody from public relations, market research, and marketing read this first. Because if let's say I would not give a shit about Mecha Break, I would read, okay, so you're making the game completely new and you're bringing it around the anniversary. So the anniversary means the anniversary of a release. So that's almost like what? Over a half a year away. So I come back in half a year. The phrasing is really bad. So then they explain what is Mecha, what is the Break edition. It's like, the way I read this now, this is like what Gigantic tried to do with their Rampage edition, which completely fucking failed. This is why I'm so fucking skeptical, because they're like, oh yeah, we gotta make a new version of the game. We call it fucking Break edition. Every time a studio does this, it's mostly just to make some extra money. I know White Knights are gonna be like, oh no, they're gonna re-virtualize the game, they're gonna make it greater, no. And they might. And they said they're gonna improve on communication, and I'm looking forward to that. But just the way the phrasing is, it's just dumb. Anyways, hold on real quick. All right, hold on. If it really is a half year, for the Break edition to come out, if this comes out, I'm gonna look at season 2, but I'm not gonna play season 2. I'm gonna wait and see how this develops, and then, because I'm not gonna waste my time. Because if the Break edition is really half a year away, we hit triple-digit player numbers last night or the night before. I don't want to be a fucking doomsayer, but anyways, so what is the Break edition? Our goal for Mecha Break has always been creating the best mecha game possible. Again, they describe their game as a mecha game. Sorry, a mecha game in the gaming industry is not just you looking like you're flying like a very big robot. There are certain criterias to a mech game, the same way there are certain criterias to an extraction shooter, certain criterias to an RPG, right? And these criterias, which in mech games is the high level of customization for your mech, Mecha Break does not meet. You can say, yes, the mods, no, the mods don't fucking count. The mods don't change really how you play your mech. So them doubling down in the first paragraph is like that Mecha Break is a mech game. For me, in my opinion, just says, okay, you try to make a mech game, you do not know what a mech game is, you completely failed in making a mech game. Your game looks awesome, your game feels awesome, the combat is still, I prefer this combat to most other combats in any other mech game I played. Don't ask me why, it just feels better. So you did a good job in that. But when it comes to mech game, just no. Okay, then they continue, yada, yada, yada. Actually, I have to read this because otherwise this whole thing is not going to make any sense. While there may not be one single answer, we believe that by exploring the questions together with you, we can push the game infinitely closer to that vision. So you had the vision for a mech game, and then something changed. You just decided we're going a different direction. So going forward, we want to partner with you in an open and ongoing dialogue. We will carefully listen to everyone's thoughts and explore the game's future together. Now they want to talk to us. We've been screaming this shit at them since fucking beta. We screamed, hey, by the way, your game does not feel like a mech game. Mash Mech is fucking boring as hell as soon as you get a glider. And the only people they listened to were the voices that didn't want to play a mech game. They wanted to play something else. Because people kept bitching, hey, I don't want to farm this for fucking Operation Verge. I don't want mods in Operation Verge. I'm like, I want mods in Operation Verge. I want to be able to you know, maybe build a fucking Stego that can fly or stay in the air more than, I don't know, a fucking Falcon can. But yeah, no, they listen, honestly, in my opinion, they listen to the wrong fucking people. Okay, so then it continues. The romance of mecha games. Okay, at TJ 2013 Mecha Break made its debut. So I don't know when TJ is. Maybe that is the day of the anniversary. I haven't looked at when TJ is. Okay. What's his name? Kris. Kris was nervous and excited, eager to hear what players thought. And here's the thing. Here's. I have, simply because, for those of you, I don't think anybody currently watching knows me from before I was Grinning Jack. I went under a different content creator name, had a different YouTube channel, a different Twitch channel, a lot more viewers, not gonna lie. I have a problem when developers listen too much to players while making their game. Simply because if you are a developer, if you're a creative lead, you have a vision for your game, right? And you do testing to test out certain things. But if you're a developer and you just let everybody, food gets burned when there's more than one cook in the kitchen. Put it in really simple terms. I think that was the case here. Then he writes, talking with people from different countries and backgrounds brought some fascinating feedback. The concept is great, the combat is outstanding, and it's the kind of mecha game rarely done well in the market. I don't know what he means by that. And it's the kind of mecha game rarely done well in the market. I don't think any other mecha game ever tried to do extraction shooters and try to do what Mecha Break is doing. So I don't think really counts. I think nobody ever tried this. So anyways, all right, then he continues. Hold on, I have to make sure you guys see this. Then he continues, looking back, the process was full of dilemmas and hard decisions. Some decisions were praised while others made the experience more complex. We felt conflicted. We wanted the game to be more open and strategic. On the other hand, we worried that I think I only have ghosts. On the other hand, we worried that adding complexity might dilute the pure adrenaline of a mecha combat. Ultimately, we kept pulling back and forth between these two trade-offs. You see, this line right here, if I would have worked at CSUN in marketing and I would have fucking read this, I would have kicked Kris's door in and threw him out of the fucking window. I'm reading this again and try to understand why this is pissing me off. We wanted the game, okay, first off, they wanted to make a mech game, right? We're all clear on this. They wanted to make a mech game, Mech Warriors, Armored Core, you know, fucking mech games that have been around for fucking ages, right? We wanted the game to be more open and strategic, like a mech game should be. Open with your options of what type of mech you're building. Strategic about how you use the mech that you have built. On the other hand, we worried that adding complexity might dilute the pure adrenaline of a mecha combat. No, the adrenaline, this is again, if you're a fucking white knight for Mecha Break, piss off. I'm not getting in a conversation with you. But in my opinion, the complexity and the adrenaline of mecha combat comes from you being able to build your own fucking mech and testing it out in combat, right? Ultimately, we kept putting back and forth between these two trades-off. No, what you fucking did is you took what could have been a great fucking mecha game, the first of its kind, and you diluted it down to the dumbest thing. Like literally a fucking monkey can play your fucking game. And by the amount of bots that you have actively in this game, the skill ceiling is not super fucking hard. There is not a lot of fucking complexity in this game because you decided not to do a traditional mecha game. You decided to do whatever Mecha Break is right now. again, this is not being meant in a like mean way. It's just like, you say you want to make a mech game, then make a fucking mech game, or don't make fucking Overwatch with giant robots. Okay, building Mecha Break's future together. So this is now the part where I'm like, okay, this is good news. It's a little bit late. This should have been like since day one. Like, I don't know, when they decided to remove mods from Operation Verge, I'm like, okay, cool. So you're pretty much like, yeah, anyways. Okay. Mecha Break now stands at a crossroads, and we hope to chart a new course for the future of mech games with you. Mecha Break does not stand on a crossroads. Mecha Break stands on a fucking cliff, and down below are sharks. There's no crossroads. There's no like, you need to hell fucking Mary. You need to fucking, I don't know. I'm not a game dev. I only worked in game marketing. I worked with game developers. I market search games. I did everything besides the creative development of games. Right? But it's not a crossroads. It's a fucking cliff. It's a fucking cliff. Don't fucking deny it. From Season 0 and Season 1 to now, we've made several improvements from the UI layouts to matchmaking. UI layouts, yes, I agree. Matchmaking, fuck no. Matchmaking is still dog shit. Didn't fucking improve. The Welkin patch made matchmaking in Europe even fucking worse because of the small player count. Literally. I had more luck with matchmaking before the Welkin patch than I have fucking now. That's the reason why after I hit fucking Indestructible, I'm not fucking playing anymore. Because the fucking matchmaking still fucking sucks. But we have realized that improving the experience alone isn't enough. No, it is enough. It is enough. If you would have an agile matchmaking system that works based on your player base, right? And bi-weekly changes, like, for example, let's say, if you actively see, okay, we only have, let's say, 150 people playing ranked in Europe. So we don't need, I don't know, fucking 50 plus ranks. 30, like 20 would be enough. No, man, not even 20. 7 would be enough. 7 ranks would be enough for 150 people. 7 ranks would be enough. And everybody's going to be like, oh, there's more people playing ranked in Europe. I'm like, I can guarantee you that there's not more than 150 people playing upwards from Masters till Indestructible. There's not, I don't know. I don't think so. It doesn't feel that way. It really doesn't. But again, just my opinion. Then here comes another kicker. After a period of live updates, we seen things more clearly than ever now. Yes, because the community, including myself and other streamers, been fucking bitching and complaining about shit for nonstop. Right? Actually, I'm a pretty chill guy, and actually, I'm more calm, but stuff in Mecha Break really just triggers me because I enjoy the game so much, but stuff just fucking triggers me. Conversations with players have led us to reflect on whether Mecha Break truly fulfills players' mecha game dreams. No, it does not. If any, okay, I'm taking my fucking headphones because I'm getting warm now. I'm getting so frustrated reading this again. I'm like, I'm getting fucking warm. I'm getting heated now. I'm like, oh, these are fighting words. Oh, these are fucking fighting words. Conversations with players have led us to reflect on whether Mecha Break truly fulfills players' mecha game dreams. If anybody in the duration, in the lifespan of Mecha Break, ever told the devs, hey, this is the mech game of my dreams, somebody please find that person and punch him in the face. Again, there's a definition I live after when it comes to what a mech game is. And this is so far away from being a mech game. This is Mash Mac, the PvE that feels cool and everything, but it's not anywhere near Armored Core when it comes to PvE. And the PvP, I'm sorry, I know people are like, oh, you don't need setup. Honestly, there's some streamers, and if any of my co-streamers watch this and you're one of them, sorry, but fuck you, that clearly said in the beta, loudly, and they have more viewers than I have, and they clearly stated on fucking stream, In this game, you don't need setup. Just play what you want. I'm like, dude, are you fucking like what? What? Like on YouTube, this is now where I zoom into my face when I go, what? Mecha Break, Operation Verge is the core definition. It's not the core definition. Is a fucking hero shooter. And if you have two teams on the same fucking skill level, which you should have if you play ranked, you play against people with the same rank. But no, we don't have that because we have a shit ton of smurfs and everything. But anyways, if you have two teams on the same skill level, then setup is more important than fucking everything. And then they continue saying, we are committed to finding what truly makes a mecha game satisfying for more players. You see, and this, now this line right here, this just pushed me over the edge. This just pushed me over the edge. Just literally, I'm sorry, I know I have a German accent and everything I say sounds mean. I get that, but now I really fucking mean that. I don't know how many alphas, I don't know how many betas anymore. Season 0, Season 1. And now you're writing, we are committed to finding what truly makes a mecha game satisfying for players. So what you're pretty much saying right now is that through the duration of development, through Season 0, through Season 1, you did not fucking know what makes a mecha game satisfying. But you're clearly saying you tried to make a mech game. Whoever works at CSUN and who's in charge of market research, please fire that person. Because a fucking donkey, high on crack, riding a fucking Harley on a fucking flaming, I don't know, wire across a fucking canyon could tell you what makes a mech game fucking satisfying. My grandpa, rest in peace, could fucking tell you what makes a mech game satisfying by playing, I don't know, Mech Warriors for half an hour or Armored Core for half an hour. It's not fucking rocket science. It's fucking gaming. And every genre has definitions and core aspects of the genre that make the fucking genre. It's not like you gotta say fucking Counter-Strike is fucking MOBA just because it's 5 versus 5. They're fucking... Anyways, continue. I'm not trying to be super toxic. I'm not trying to be... This is the shit they're fucking writing is just so fucking dumb. It makes them look so fucking dumb. And I know they're trying really fucking hard. I know they're trying really fucking hard. And I want them to fucking succeed. But don't fucking write dumb shit like this. Okay, so then it continues. Together we break limits. Hold on. Okay. As you're reading this, our survey tilted the mecha game of our dreams. They made a survey, which we're going to look into. I did the survey, but I'm going to look into it again. Because they're asking a lot of them. On Mecha Break's future development has gone live in-game as well as on our official website. If you have not done the survey, do the survey. You get 20 boxes. You know, does not take that long. It has some good questions, some dumb questions, but a decent amount of good questions. Right. Then they write, this is a pitiful moment in Mecha Break development. This should be a pitiful fucking moment when you started fucking development. We won't just listen passively. Our team will take more open approach, inviting everyone to help break the limits and shape the game together. You're asking 50,000 different strangers to help you shape the game together. So again, did you even know what type of game you are trying to make? Again, as somebody that worked in gaming for a long time, especially in marketing for close to 15 years, actually more than 15 years, what you're writing makes you just sound incompetent. You want to make a mech game. You do the research in mech game. You get your own spin on a mech game. You fucking release the game. You don't try to reinvent the fucking game. You have good combat. You have a good-looking game, and most of the time the game runs really fucking well. The only thing that you now need to add is the core ingredients into what makes a mech game. So let me put my fucking falcon head and torso on a fucking stego and make me a flying tank. That's all you have to fucking do. And apparently, I did not know that. I did not know that. Apparently, there was a version of this game early on where you could do this, where you could pick parts from strikers and put them together and make freaking Frankenstein. But it was your fucking mech. Apparently. I don't know if it's true. Another creator told me this. All right, and then the survey, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Okay, you can see this. Shortly after the season 2 update, I hope to share some early thoughts on Mecha Break's future in a more direct and varied way. So after, I don't know what they mean by shortly, but it should be by till the end of this year. It needs to be by the end of this year. Right? They need to clearly say, hey, we're going into this direction. This is the game we want to make. Not the game you want. This is the game we, C-Sun, me, Kris, we want to make this game. Let me check something real quick. Okay, people are still watching. Just making sure, because, you know, when I go off these little episodes that I have, you know, I tend to lose people. We take a more careful and grounded approach to collecting and reviewing feedback, focusing each season on improvements to features, modes, and balances. Okay, so this is good. You see, this right here, I'm actually gonna take a red marker. Boom, 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 beam, bam, boom, boom, beam, bam, beam, beam, bam, boom, 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 right here. So this right here, this, all of this right here, right? We take a more careful and grounded approach to collecting and reviewing feedback, focusing each season on improvements to features, modes, and balances. So, here's my suggestion. And yes, in hindsight, it sounds stupid, but you should have done that since beta. You should have done that since beta, because you only listened to a certain group of people, which I don't know why. You do you. Listening to feedback is always good. Right? Balance, you should never listen to your players when it comes to balance. You have the numbers. You have active players. You have all the numbers you need to balance your game. Do not reach out to the community and ask, oh, by the way, do you think Stego is too powerful? Don't fucking do that. No, I do not know of one studio that asks imagine League of Legends. I don't think League of Legends even, I don't think anyone does it. If I'm wrong, please fucking let me know. Features, improvement on features. Yes, great. Features, improvement on features. Fuck yes. Modes, fuck yes. Ask what we like, ask what we don't like. But never, ever, if you want to make a competitive game that needs it, and you want it to be a fucking esports, do not ever ask your community for, hey, do you think this guy is too overpowered? Look at the numbers, look at win rates, look at damage outputs, look at, I don't know, the fucking numbers. That's all balance is. It's a fucking numbers game. And then adjust the numbers. Weekly fucking balance patches. Not maybe monthly balance patches would be enough. More than once a season would be wonderful. Okay, then no. We also want to emphasize the game development is a collaborative effort across multiple teams. Design, art, engineering, and testing. And there's no magic button to fix everything instantly. Of course, yes. We know that. Everybody knows that. It's not like you guys have a wizard that goes abracadabra, wickety-doo, and your game is fixed. Nobody expects it. Everybody knows that. But it's communication. That's what made a lot of people just fucking drop your fucking game, because if you scream into a canyon, game has issues, fuck this, fuck that, and then there's no like, hey, Kris shows up on Discord and says, hey guys, you know, I heard you, we're looking into it. Doesn't have to be a paragraph. Just like, hey, we know there's issues, we know people are fucking leaving, we're looking into it. You know, give your players the reassurance that, you know, you want them to play your game, right? Starting with Season 2, I regularly share our development updates so you can clearly track the progress and direction. So this is good. This right here, This is awesome. This is a fucking roadmap. Fuck yeah, let's go. Roadmaps are fucking awesome. Roadmaps, if you make a game, always fucking make a roadmap. Always fucking post it. Even if you cannot keep to the fucking roadmap, because development isn't set in stone. Development fucking changes. But make a fucking roadmap. Like, give your community something to look at and be like, oh, cool. In a year, they're gonna have flaming fucking swords. That's awesome. Even if you cannot do the flaming swords, give your community something to look at. So roadmaps is great. We also invite players to help refine upcoming content. Okay. Each season, new strikers will enter our testing queue, and once it's fully prepared, we plan to invite test pilots to provide feedback and communicate with us. Be really careful who you invite here, right? Who do you invite here, right? This is cool, this is fun, but make sure at this point you invite a lot of different types of players. Some people that like Mashmax, some people, look, best thing to do, best thing you can do, literally, best thing you can do. Look at their accounts, because we all know, there's a lot of people that have a lot of accounts. But look at their main account and look what they play the most. And then invite a handful of, let's say, Welkin mains, Lumine mains. Like, make sure you cover every striker in the game, invite them for testing, and that way you have everything covered. You have everything covered. Everything. Every possible opinion from every possible one trick, and that way you can be sure that it is good fucking feedback. And not just from like, oh yeah, I love your game. Oh yeah, everything you do is fucking great. Season cannot do anything wrong. Oh yeah. Because the game currently feels like you only listen to those types of people. I'm not fucking wrong on that point. Around the anniversary break edition, we hope to deliver a truly new version of Mecha Break. Again. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do that again. But I'm gonna turn that into a clip for YouTube. Around the anniversary break edition, we hope to deliver a truly new version of Mecha Break. So you know what the funny thing is now? You know what the fucking funny thing is now? And if you watch my stream for Mecha Break, you can fucking confirm that. How often did I say they need to do a Final Fantasy or an Overwatch 2 where they come back with a completely new fucking version of the game? This is literally it. The question now is, what fucking anniversary? Is it the release anniversary? Because if it's the release anniversary, which is next year, I don't know, when did the game release? Like mid like summer this year, end of summer this year. That's just too fucking long. We already hit triple-digit player numbers. Waiting for a half year for you to bring a... Honestly, here's my mark. Here's... This is not... People are not gonna like this, but here's my suggestion. Shut the game off. Kill the game right fucking now. Don't even release Season 2. Cut the game off. Turn it off. Save yourself any costs that it any costs you have having the game run. Save those fucking costs. Put more effort into making a new version of the game within the next half year. If it's the release anniversary, again, only if it's the release anniversary. And yeah, hope for the best. But if you let the game run like it is right now, oh, I hope there's a Mecha God and I hope he saves us. Anyways, upcoming seasons. Hey, Charlie, you heard that upcoming seasons? Okay, good. Charlie heard it as well. All content for Season 2 has been finalized and will now go live on November 21st, featuring the theme. Okay, so season is over in the next 9 days. So next week, season 1 is over. That means I am officially again a top 100 player, maybe even top 50. Again, I'm not touching fucking Verge till the end of the season. Custom strikers and seasonal weapons will debut. I think that's just the seasonal cosmetics that we have for everything. With more previews coming the next few days. Okay, so that's fine. That's just season 2 stuff. Here's now the interesting thing. The multiplayer Battlefield we mentioned earlier is now running in internal tests, but we believe it needs further polishing and optimization. In the future, we hope to invite more players to take part. So that is really coming. The 24 versus 24 Battlefield, that is really coming. I swear by God, if they can pull that off, if they can make that work, if they can make that into something unique, something nice, like something in the lines of, a mech experience. Dude, I swear by God, I'm never touching Operation Verge again. Operation Verge can go and suck a donkey dick for all that I care. Right? All right, and then down here, hold on, I'm gonna do the squiddy. There we go. Mecha Break carries players' dreams of the ultimate mecha game. This has always been the driving force behind our continued effort. I believe that one day we all proudly say we build the best mecha game together. Mecha Break carries players' dreams of the ultimate mecha game. Is that true for anybody? Did anybody that played this game, did anybody fucking think this is gonna be the ultimate fucking mecha game? Because I surely did not. So